Hey guys, this is God of Politics and welcome back to a brand new video. In this video we are going to be doing the 2020 Battleground Map. I don't believe that I have actually done this map before, the 2020 Battleground Map with the safe, likely lean and toss-up states and tilt states obviously. The pure toss-up states basing off of where the candidates should go, not basing off of any particular Democratic candidate, but looking at trends, polls, past results, seeing how they will affect this election and looking at the margins of victory that is going to happen. So we'll do the safe states as always for the Republicans. All of these states are always going to be safe for Republicans and Donald Trump no matter what. Kansas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, Missouri, West Virginia, Indiana, and South Carolina. That puts the Republicans and Donald Trump at 125 safe electoral votes. And the Democrats, you love California, Washington, and I believe Oregon will be safe too. If Bernie Sanders won it in the Democratic nomination in 2016 and then went to Hillary Clinton by a safe margin, it was very unpopular. It is definitely going to go by a safe margin in 2020. Illinois, New York, and then all of these states from New Hampshire down here, Connecticut, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, D.C. That puts the Democrats at 100 as well as its first 183 safe electoral votes to Donald Trump and the Republicans 125 safe electoral votes. We'll start on the West Coast here this time. Sometimes we start on the East, sometimes we start on the West, but now we'll start on the West. State of Nevada is going to go by a lean margin. If you look at it, it went to Hillary Clinton by 2.4%. It went to Barack Obama by about 8%, and then it went to him here by 13%. You could argue that it's trending, but I don't believe that. I think that's more of a result due to Barack Obama being more charismatic and popular in the state of Nevada, doing well in the suburbs compared to Hillary Clinton. And that for that reason, it'll go by a lean margin. The state of Colorado will go likely. New Mexico will also go likely. New Mexico now has two Democratic Congress people. One is a more Republican district that flipped blue in 2018. It went to Hillary Clinton by 8%, although you had Gary Johnson getting 9% of the vote here. She probably still would have won it by a safe margin, as Barack Obama did it in 2012, won it by 10 points. And in 2008, winning it by 14, almost 15 points. So you could argue this goes by a safe margin, but I'll say it goes by a likely margin because you're not sure of it yet. I'm not sure of it yet either. The state of Colorado, you could arguably put this as a lean state, but I believe looking at it more, it looks like it's going to be a likely state. If it went to Hillary Clinton by 5 points and then it was rocked by a blue wave year, you had many flips towards the Democratic side. I think you had 2 or 3 towards the Democratic side in some of these districts. It's going to be an important state in 2020. You also have the Senate election here with Cory Gardner, which was the last main election where a Republican was able to win nationwide, because in 2014 that was a great year for Republicans, a red wave year, although Cory Gardner did not win by a lot. But if you look at the past results, Barack Obama won these states by a lot of margin, which I guess I can show you, but obviously it was huge margins, and Hillary Clinton did win the state by 5 points, which was the same margin as 2012. So you could argue this is almost trending blue if it went to Hillary Clinton by the same margin as Barack Obama. But yeah, I'll put the state as a likely. The state of Texas, we'll put as a lean. There's no doubting that this state is trending. You look, it went for McCain by 12. It went to Romney by 16, and then only went to Trump by 9. And then you can see here, obviously, in the Senate election, it went to Beto O'Rourke by about 2.7%. And this state is clearly trending at, it's obviously, I don't think, not time for the Democrats to be able to pull off a victory here, squeak out a victory here. Maybe in the future they will, but for now we'll put it at a lean margin, probably going to go by 3 to 4 points, maybe 5, you never know, but this is going to be closer than it has been in a very long time. You say that Nebraska's 2nd district will go lean. If you look at, can we actually look at Nebraska's 2nd district? We might not be able to, but we can see that in 2008 it did go towards the Democrats, but then did not in 2012, and also obviously did not in 2016. So we'll put it at a lean margin because of that. Iowa, I believe, will go by a likely margin, if not a lean margin. Because if you look at this is a flip by 10 points almost, 9.4 to be exact. Went to Obama by 6 points, and then went to Obama here by almost 10 points. This used to be a blue state, but now it is not anymore. It's becoming more like a Missouri or an Indiana, what they used to be. The state of Iowa is becoming more of a red state, as I just said. And I believe that although his approval ratings aren't great here, they're good enough for him to get a comfortable victory. State of Minnesota will go lean. If you look at the 2016 results, this was kind of the one that got away from Trump. He lost it by 1.5%. In 2012, he lost it by 7. Romney lost by 7. And then McCain lost it by 8. So not much has changed about the results except it obviously being a lot closer in 2016. But Donald Trump did better everywhere here in 2016. But this was the state that didn't flip in the Rust Belt. So for that reason, it'll stay at a lean margin. Going down here to the south, the state of Georgia will be a lean margin. If you look at it, you look in 2018, Stacey Abrams only lost by a couple percentage points. You can see the trends are really in effect. In 2008, with the black candidate of Obama, he lost the state by 5. And in 2012, he lost the state by 8. But in 2016, the state only went to Donald Trump by 5. You can see the state is getting closer. It's not going to get close enough for the Democrats to be able to pull off a victory, and it's not trending fast enough for 2020, maybe 2022. The Senate election, maybe 2024, you could see the Democrats being able to win in the state. State of North Carolina will go lean. This hasn't gone to Barack Obama, and this hasn't gone to the Democrats since 2008. It's becoming more of a red state, although there is a Senate election here that's going to be high profile. Tom Tillis versus most likely Cal Cunningham. So this state is going to be a lean margin. Not much to say about that. But the state of Virginia, I almost want to put it as a likely margin, but I'll put it as a lean margin because you're seeing here, Barack Obama only won it by 6 in 2008, only won it by 3 in 2012, but then Hillary Clinton was able to win it by 5, which would be a likely margin. But in the 2020 election, I almost want to put it as a likely margin, but for now we'll put it as a lean margin just because Donald Trump could be able to pull this state in closer campaigns in places like Pennsylvania and North Carolina, which are similar. If he even does campaign in Virginia trying to squeeze out a victory here, he could do that. He could get the state a lot closer than the lean margin, a lot closer than the liking margin, which I could even put it at. And so yeah, I'll put that as a lean margin for now. Going up to the northeast here, New Hampshire's going to go lean. I don't care what people say. The state is not flipping. Although obviously it went to Barack Obama by a safe margin in 2008. It went to him by 6 points in 2012, and Romney being the governor of Massachusetts, which is right nearby, and it only went to Hillary Clinton by 0.3%. Hillary Clinton was able to win a pure toss-up state. Obviously, the Democrats are going to be able to continue to win it again. I don't see any chance that Donald Trump will win this state. Maine at large will go lean, and Maine second will go lean. Maine's second district was a flip towards the Democrats in the 2018 midterms, but I don't see much chance of it flipping back towards the Democrats just because it is kind of Trump country, suburban, rural voters that mostly the rural voters that really like him, but Maine at large overall, its 2 electoral votes will go by a lean margin just because Maine's first districts is by such a large margin. Now the state of Ohio, I believe will go by a lean. I believe that this will be a bit closer than Iowa, but it won't be flipping. As you can see here, it's always been closer than Iowa. And if you look at 2016, it did go by a large margin, 8 points. It'll obviously be closer. If you look at Trump's approval ratings, it's like minus 14 or something. I don't think that's very good for him. But he will end up winning the state by a lean margin anyway. Now, we are down to the states that I believe are the 5 pure toss-ups. If you're looking at 2016, Donald Trump won all of these states and gave him 306 electoral votes. But if we put these back to toss-ups, you think, what are the chances that Donald Trump or a Democrat will get a victory here? Now, if you're going to really scrutinize this, you put Michigan, at a tilt, and then you put Arizona at a tilt, and Florida at a tilt. This puts the Republicans a lot closer than Democrats. It would mean that the Democrats would have to win both Wisconsin and Pennsylvania, where the Republicans would only have to win one of them. But we will leave these states at toss-ups for now, just because they could change so much. You see Arizona in 2008, McCain's home state, went by 8. In 2012, it's been trending more, but it went by 10 in a year. Obama didn't do as well, obviously. And then it only went by just 3.5. 3.5 to Donald Trump. And you can see the Senate election flipped blue by 2.5%. This could easily go to the Democrats. And if you're looking at paths to victory here for either candidate in this battleground map, you think the Democrats can say Trump can win Florida. We'll just put it in a safe margin. Trump can win Florida, and we can win Michigan. But if we also win Arizona, then we only have to win Pennsylvania or Wisconsin in Maine's second district. But if you're the Republican, you think, let's just fix this. If you're the Republican, you think, I win Arizona and Florida, it's pretty much over. I can just win Wisconsin, or win Pennsylvania, or win Michigan, or all three, and I'm back to what I was at in 2016. But I think a more likely result is a tilt margin for Michigan, and then a tilt margin for Florida. And then for these three states, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, and Arizona, they are going to be pure toss-up states. This puts the Republicans at 249 electoral votes and the Democrats at 248 electoral votes and 41 toss-up electoral votes. And this could change, but this is how I see the battleground map now as it stands. So yeah, hope you all enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe as always, and I'll see you guys later.